Okay, so this video is just to teach how to do, what is that list? Band ratio, band composite, how to rename header files, and subsetting some of these images. So the first thing is to load our image. So let's open the data manager and load the Landsat imagery. And this is here. We use the metadata file and load the imagery. So as it is loading, it's now loading, continues to load, and here we go. So the next thing we're going to do is to import the shapefile that we have created for our area of interest that will be used to subset this particular imagery. So we'll go again, we'll go to this, open here, let's go back one step, and we have this megiru.shp. That is the one that we need. So we have it. So it is assumed that this image has already been atmospherically corrected and all pre-processing analysis has been done on this particular data. So we'll go ahead now and subset. Yes, that's what we want to do. We subset and build composite. So we go to this place file. We want to save it as an ENVI file, and the file we're interested in is in this multispectral, and we need a spatial subset. And the spatial subset is, we have to go to subset by vector, and we have this Megiru. We click on OK, and this is the area of our interest. So we click on OK. Now, which file name are we going to give it? We are going to say Megiru area. So we click on OK and click on OK. So that will display the results that we need. So I think we have it. Okay, do we have it yet? This is Megiru. So we zoom to the layer extent of Megiru. So this is the area. So if we uncheck this and uncheck this and still view to full resolution, or let's say this to layer extent, so this is where we are interested in, right? So the next thing, is building the raster pyramid. That one is not really a problem for us now. So now that we have this, like I said, we can learn how to rename these particular things if you want to. But as it were, it has renamed it in a style that is good enough. But then, if we want to change it, we can open this metadata here. If we want to change the header, we go to spectral. We export this to a node file. We'll say that this is band names. Okay, let's start with band names. If I'm not doing the right thing, let me know. We'll say band names, right? .txt. We'll save. Now that is there, we can go back to that place, open this, and rename this. So this goes this goes, and all these will go, and we can say this is band 1, band 1, this is band 2, this is band 3, this is band 4. Now this can be done depending on how you want to name your files. There is no hard and fast rule about it. Why we are doing this is to make sure that anytime you see any of your bands, you will be able to understand what those bands are for. So we save this, then we return to the ENVI.
Thank you very much. Yes, good, sir.
Okay, we return to ENVI, and here we'll go to, so let's search for header. So we want to edit the ENVI header. This is okay for us. The one that we're interested to edit is this. We now click on OK. And once that comes up, we go to this place here, and all we're going to do is to double click here. Okay, this one needs to load here. Okay, that's loaded. Will it come out now? Okay, yes, we open this and go to band names. That's where we want the names to be. You see now that it has changed. We will now click on OK. You know, I did it more than once at that time. So now our bands have been renamed accordingly. So that is how we have it. So the next thing for us to do is to do band compositing. So this Imagery area. Now, whenever we want to do band composite and want to export that image for a particular thing somewhere, we can use this. We'll go to ENVI Classic. We'll use ENVI Classic for that. We'll do ENVI Classic. Once ENVI Classic comes on, this Imagery area will load it and see how we can save the different band composites the way we want them. So ENVI Classic is here. So we'll click on File, open an image file. So we are going to this place, and we want to load, is it here? Okay, now we want to load this Imagery area.dat. You can even load it using the header file. It doesn't matter. It will still load. Oh, it's not loading. Why? I thought we could load it using the header file. Okay. Let's bow our head in little shame and just edit this. So you see this has come up. So if we want to, automatically it has loaded 432, which is the natural color composite. So we can also do something like this. We can save the image as an image file. Leave all this here. Let's say we need it in GeoTIFF. We'll choose where we want it to be. We want it to be here, and we're giving it in a main 432, right? 432, so that we will know what it is. Another interesting band composite will be to do 752. We'll load that. It is here, and we'll go to File again, save image as image file. We'll go to GeoTIFF. We'll go to this, and in this case it's 752, right? 752. So all these different color composites have their different functions when we want to do analysis of our data. So we have saved that, and for now we do not need this other one to happen again. So that one, it may be necessary if you want to give coordinates to your using maybe another GIS software. So in this place, you can now load an image and let it come up. This is ArcGIS now. So we want to load maybe these two, 752 and 43, this thing. So you see we can load them in ArcGIS now. This is 752 and this is 432. So we now see the differences. So we can now make use of these images, right? So that is it. So we want to do band rationing now. So here we do ratio. It's going to bring some band rationing things for us. Band ratios, that's what we need. So now there are different band ratios. We have Sabins, we have Kaufman, we have several of them. So, but we want to do, what band ratios are we doing? Okay, let us open this particular file. Yes, we have a file that we can open. Okay, so let's let this PowerPoint guide us on the different band ratios that we can use. So we want to do 4/2. So let's come here and do 4. This is Imagery area. I want to do 4/2. We'll enter the spare. Let's come here again. We want to do 6/5. We want to do 6/5. We enter those pairs. Again, we want to do 6/4. We want to do 6/4. We enter this pair. And again, we want to do 6/7. 6/7. 6/7. We enter this pair and we click on OK. So we choose a file name, and in this case, we are naming it band ratios. So we click on open and click on this. No problem. Let's go ahead. So we have our ratios. Now, if we want to, we can still change the name of this. If we do view metadata and we want to do spectral, we want to edit the metadata. So we can come here. When you have this one, we can come here and edit them. Here, so go and delete. So we can, this is 2, so we can name it 4/2. 4/2. Can name this one 6. This is 6/5. 6/5. So can name this again 6/4. 6/4. You can name this again is 6/7. 6/7. And that's all. So we can now do a composite and display this as 4/2, 6/5, 6/4 as as a composite, so we can now see and interact with whatever that is here. Depending on what we are looking for, you can always combine them differently. Always assign any of these ratios to the blue gun, the green gun, and all that, depending on what you want to do. Is there another thing that we have not done? Oh, okay. All right. So we have done that. That is a separate thing. We will do that in a separate video because it's not here. So, and I think that's all for this for now.